Yeah. Is it rolling? Is it rolling? Is the camera going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good. So that's very exciting. So today we're going to be talking about compound areas of shapes, building on knowledge on finding areas of rectangles and triangles. If we've got a shape like this, obviously we don't have a formula to directly work it out. So what we've got to do, we've actually got to split the shape, in this case in two. Now I always, as a rule, split it with horizontal lines. As you can see now, I've got two shapes here. I'll label the top one A and I'll label the bottom one B. They are in fact two rectangles which we can easily work out using the formula that we had before, remembering that the area of a rectangle is the base times the height. So if I was to consider rectangle A, I can see that the base of my rectangle is this 2 here. It's going to be 2 multiplied by its height, which is 4, which will give me a total area of 8 centimetres squared. Now, if I'm looking at rectangle B, I can see here that the base is going to be 8, because that's the distance along the bottom, so the base is 8 centimetres multiplied, but I haven't got a dimension here, so I've got a problem. So I've got to work out what in fact that dimension is. Well, I know the height of the whole shape is 7, and the height down to there is 4, so 7 take away 4 gives me a dimension then of 3 centimetres. So I can times the 8 by that 3, I'll put it in blue to indicate that's a dimension that I have to work out. So that's going to be 24 centimetres squared, 8 threes are 24. If we add the two together, that then gives me a total of 32 centimetres squared. So that's going to be my total, that's going to be my area and answer to my sum. Okay, sometimes we've got to do things in a bit more of a complex manner. First of all, let's work out where we put the splits. If I use the same sort of rule, the same system of horizontal lines, you can do vertical, but I tend to prefer horizontal. If I had to put one there, you can see I've broken it into a triangle there. I'll label that triangle A. What else could I do? I could put another horizontal line here. Label that shape B, and you've guessed it, we can label that shape C, as C is the next letter in the alphabet, believe it or not. So, first of all, working out shape A. This time it's a triangle, remembering our special rule for triangle. We've got that extra job to do. We do the base times the height, then we've got to halve the answer. So the base of my triangle is here. It's the same distance as that base measurement there. So 5 times by, and the height of the triangle I'm told is 4. That's 20 centimetres squared. But remember, we've got to divide it by 2 because it's a triangle to give us 10 centimetres squared. So then let's work on B then. So B, we've got a rectangle here. Now, we're told that the base of the rectangle is that dimension all the way across there. That's going to be 12. That's 12 centimetres. And then we've got to work out the actual height of this rectangle here. Now I've got a 4 here and a 4 here and a 10 all the way. So in other words, this dimension is going to be 10 take 4 take 4, which just leaves me with 2 centimetres. So this bit in the middle is 2 centimetres. That's 12 times 2, and that gives me 24 centimetres squared. And the units centimetres squared for area. And then finally, easier, I've got all the dimensions I need to work out rectangle C, and that will give me 4 times 5, which will give me 20 centimetres squared. Adding all 3 up now will give me the total area of the shape. So 10 and 24 is 34. Add another 20 to it gives me 54 centimetres squared. So my total area and my final answer is 54 centimetres squared. And that is how we work out areas of compound shapes.